A brand new program getting Lubbock teenagers out of their homes and outside this summer. The Garden Initiative is taking 10 8th graders who attended Dunbar Middle School and putting them on Grub Farm in South Lubbock.
The program actually goes until November, when the campers will decide what to do with the fruits and vegetables they grew. Rachel spent the afternoon learning from the gardeners.
I thought it would be interesting to go outside and not just stay up in the house all summer.
It might not be your typical summer vacation, but a dozen East Lubbock teens just a few weeks from entering high school are spending their summer at Grub Farm.
It's very safe to say that most of these kids wouldn't be spending their summertime in the garden. In fact, that's one of the reasons why we're doing it, because they don't always have a lot of things to do, and we want them to not be in trouble during the summer doing things they shouldn't be doing.
We're planting.
Planting what?
Squash, tomatoes, watermelon.
It's been hot a couple of days, but other than that, it's been real good.
For 14-year-old Keon King, this wasn't his first time getting his hands dirty gardening. He tells me he often helps his grandmother.
I help her plant and uproot weeds and stuff.
But this program by the East Lubbock Promise neighborhood takes the gardening a step further. Once a week they work on their rows at Grub Farm.
We hoe our weeds and then we make sure our plants are not dead.
And when do you think you might start seeing the fruits or vegetables of your labor?
Hopefully in a couple of weeks before it ends, before the program ends. So hopefully they'll start blooming.
And while they're not tending to the land, they go out in the community.
It teaches them like where their food comes from. It teaches them about healthy eating. Another thing is like collaboration. They're having to work together. They're going on field trips and stuff like that. So they're learning about, everything that goes in agriculture. The schooling, the technology part of it, and the things that they never even thought about.
And another benefit those campers forgot to mention to me.
They're being paid a stipend.
Well,
yes.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. They didn't tell you about that? I'm surprised, and that's also good because that means that the money is not foremost in their minds. So that's a good thing.
And they're doing great work out there. It was so neat to be out there, seeing them getting dirty, putting their hands in the dirt, pulling out weeds, digging, using the hoe. They were really into it. And you know how young teenage boys can be. They want to be playing video games or basketball or at the mall trying to talk to girls. You never know, but this was something they're doing great, and depending on what they do, might even get to try what they grew themselves.
That's awesome. It's a great learning experience for any kids at that age.
Really, and in November they'll decide what to do with those vegetables. They'll come up with a business plan if they want to sell it or maybe donate it to the community. They have a couple months still to decide, but it's pretty neat that it's a long-term process, and they get to see their fruits and vegetables come to life.
That's awesome.
And we'll have more information on our website, everythinglubbock.com.